how much was it the words leading you, or how much scene to scene did you know when to do the manipulative or the innocent, or how did that kind of play out?
It was definitely tricky. Has anybody read the book? It's a great book, you should read it. Okay. I think it's just, the book definitely, it's nice because we had 500 pages devoted to these characters, so I can kind of go back and reference and get a good chunk of who this person was. Also the director, Miguel, he's amazing and super talented. And that was definitely tricky. It was hard to know, to try not to come off too mean and aloof and distant, and still kind of have this vulnerability. I think another thing that kind of was easy for me to latch onto was the fact that I think both of these characters were lost. And even in the book, Shini talks about her, wanting to travel to Paris and all her aspirations, and that's like her driving force throughout the book, and he just comes along the ride if she wants. But I think in the movie, you just kind of see that she's just in a bad environment, and so is he, and they kind of escape that environment being together.
Thank you.
I thought it was, again, watching it a second time, I remember the first time thinking she was much more manipulative. The first time I saw it, that's why. Then watching again, I realized, A, it's not true, and B, she's a much different person in my mind after you meet her parents. I think that really kind of informs her, informs us about her a lot more, and that part of her just sort of falling back on manipulating people is because she's constantly lying to them and, and doing things to just sort of avoid their critical gaze.
Yeah, yeah. I can relate to that, just being young and a teenager and kind of having to play different roles around different people because you're just kind of stuck. Being 16 is rough. You're not really old. You can't really be legal.